Greetings, boils and ghouls, and welcome to episode 1 of Beyond the Vaults. I am Trey.
And I am Nadine. We are your hosts. We have a little kitty that runs around here, and she's also your host.
Yes. So if you see a cat in a taco costume running around, that's just part of the fun.
Funsies.
Yeah. So we review movies.
Yes.
And today we have a very special one that we're reviewing for our first episode.
Very, very special. I think dear to many of our hearts.
We are doing Army of Darkness.
If you've heard of this movie, you know
it's a classic.
Yeah, it's pretty iconic. It's up there. Everybody loves it. And we're gonna try to...
For all the people that know about this movie, this is just going to be another fun video for you. For people that like horror movies, watch horror movies, have never seen a horror movie, maybe it's going to be a little bit of information
what you can get into.
Yeah, exactly. So, to crack into things, this movie came out in 1993, and it is part of the Evil Dead franchise.
Who doesn't love the 90s?
Everybody loves the 90s, unless you're part of the 80s and you're one of those, 80s people. But, yeah, it happens.
We love you too. It's okay.
But, it has a really, really interesting cast, and it was directed by a really great guy, Mr. Sam Raimi? Yeah, however you pronounce that. Yeah. Really great guys, put out some pretty good movies. He put out the entire Evil Dead franchise. So, horror comedy, gory, enjoyable. Check it out.
Very enjoyable. Get a little bit of everything for everyone.
Cheesy catch lines, gore, good times, and Bruce Campbell, which we will talk about. Our incredible cast includes Bruce Campbell.
That's right.
Ted Raimi himself. That's Sam's brother. Bridget Fonda.
Oh, yes.
And Ian Abercrombie. Or Ian Abercrombie. Yeah.
Everybody knows him.
And,
he's been in many, many movies.
And Bill Moseley.
Oh, yes. And another very famous. Love
just
him.
Art altogether. Yeah. So, Nadine, if you don't mind, can you kind of give a little bit of a summary of what this movie is about?
Of course. Army of Darkness. We follow Ash Williams again. And he is teleported into a medieval world. Okay? He doesn't know where the... yeah. Some knights. Don't know what's going on. Lots of castles. And he's gotta find the Necronomicon to get back home. You know? That old chestnut.
Yeah, but if he doesn't read the words of the Necronomicon the right way, the Army of Darkness might be summoned.
You know, those lovely famous words. What
as Klaatu Barada
That's right! Emphasis on that one.
Yeah. Ash kind of screws up a little bit, but you'll find that out if you watch the movie. We're going to spoil it for you anyway, so if you haven't seen the movie already, spoiler, it's pretty old, 27 years. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it by now, spoilers coming along.
Sorry, not sorry.
So, the people that made the makeup and effects for this movie are really interesting because they split it. It's two companies working together for the first time, and it was Tony Gardner and Company, which did all the prosthetic stuff. And then it was Burger EFX Production that did the CGI stuff, like Tiny Ash and...
all the wonderful tidbits of,
London Bridge is falling down.
Beautiful movie.
Yeah. So, some... pretty interesting film. Let me ask you, give me a couple of your favorite lines from this movie.
Well, there's a lot of lines. Of course, give me some sugar, baby. That's... everybody knows that one, okay?
Ash.
Ash. It's his
iconic
catchphrase. It's everywhere.
Yeah, I heart this movie so much that I even went out of my way to purchase this movie, and on DVD, VHS, and I love it so much that I even got it.
Oh yes! We got this lovely, lovely collectible.
We got it in toy form, and this is a double pack from McFarlane Toys. This is a Movie Maniac, and this is Ash versus the Pit Witch, which is, you will see both characters actually in the movie.
Of course. Beautiful. One of the really great scene. The effects, again. That's what makes this movie, honestly. For me, That's what makes this movie. That's why I love these horror comedy cheesy movies, okay?
They just
For the awful or wonderful effects that are man-made.
Plus, they kind of just bring a community of people together, because who doesn't just like sitting around talking about cheesy horror, right? That's why you're watching this. Or we hope you are. Yeah. One of my favorite lines from this movie is, "This is my boomstick."
Of course.
Iconic line.
Ash is talking about
his shotgun.
12
gauge
talking
Remington.
about his shotgun. Medieval people have never
Seen
ever
a shotgun.
heard of said thing.
Yeah. And
terrifies
he uses
them
it to protect a lot of people from zombies
and
the Evil Dead.
his own ass.
Most of the time, his own ass. The first time that I saw this movie, I was 9 years old watching it on AMC Classics during Halloween time. And I remember watching it right after the Tim Burton Frankenweenie movie came on. This was before it was animated. This was the original.
Right.
And
once again, back to those good old
90 days about being 9 years old and watching a movie you've never seen late at night during Halloween. Great times. What about you?
Me, I was a little bit late to the game, okay? I was grown, okay? I was hanging out with friends. I've never seen it, but I knew who Bruce Campbell was, and I had seen Evil Dead, so I was already on the boat. Tell me Bruce Campbell and the part of Evil Dead. Yeah, let's go. Let's take this journey. All day, yes. Yeah, took me 10 minutes. I was loving it. I just love horror movies.
Well, if you had to give this movie a rating between 1 and 10, what would you actually give it for horror fans?
A rating?
10 being the highest that you can go, 1 being the lowest that you can go. Personally, as a horror fan, I could say this movie is a solid 8. There are people that would complain that it is too cheesy. There are people that would complain that it has lackluster. But at the same time, it has a lot of good moments, a lot of heart, and there's a lot of just things that make a horror fan just...
There's so many iconic moments that if it weren't for this movie, right now, horror movies wouldn't have these effects. Or things better because they have learned from it.
Well, they always say learn from your mistakes.
Yes. Well,
a magic question.
I give it a 9. I think it's up there. Like I said, if it weren't for this movie, there wouldn't be a lot of other movies that are also very great.
Well, then the question that I was going to ask next is, would you watch it again? From that answer, I'm saying every time.
Classic, yes. Just pop it in. I love to watch it. I'll watch it anytime. Rainy day, having a good day, having a bad day. Let me watch it. It's funny.
Well, let's see here. Name me an iconic scene that jumps out to you during this movie.
Well, the windmill scene. Never see really a windmill, but there's a windmill in this one. And Ash goes into a windmill, and
a lot of interesting things happen.
Yes, a lot of...
A mirror breaks, and a bunch of tiny versions of himself come out of it.
He checks out his reflection, and then what happens? They pop out of the mirror and start terrifying him.
Oh, and for all wondering, the noise in the background is Army of Darkness. It's playing on the TV, so...
just enjoy it all around.
Enjoy it all around, It happens.
Feel the vibes.
Personally, for me, one of my favorite iconic scenes is when the army actually comes out of the ground. And
of course.
We actually see them because there is actually a barrage of army coming from drummers, pipers, and
it's great.
And it's led by an iconic character on the evil side. We get Evil Ash, who splits from Ash. And Ash is considered all good.
Off his body.
And Evil Ash is considered all evil. And he is a rotting corpse.
To lead the Army of Darkness.
Leading an Army of Darkness. And with witty catchphrases and kind of goofiness, it all around is a good watch. You would really enjoy it.
Yes, we give it many, many...
thumbs up. Or, in a better word, bloody thumbs up.
Bloody thumbs up. Our nubs.
Nubs.
Nubs up!
Nubs! Good times. Everybody likes them. But, this was the first episode. Things will get better as things go along. So, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Pop us a comment. No. We'll get back to you.